Welcome back to another backlog clearing video. Now today I've got another 4 games to talk about, and some involve a lot of RNG and grinding. Personally, if I had to choose, I would pick grinding over RNG every time. They're both annoying for sure, but at least if you're grinding for a level or grinding to clear the map, even if it takes days to get there, everything you do is progress. RNG, on the other hand, can be an absolute waste of time because, well, it's random. You can spend hours trying to get a certain item, and if you don't get it, it's a total waste of time. If you get a game that combines RNG and grinding together, then you're in for some pretty depressing times. Yes, JRPGs, I'm looking right at you. Anyway, let me know down below what you guys prefer, RNG or grinding. Now drop my feet! First game that was platinum this time round was Dragon Ball Xenoverse back in December. My platinum number 101, and the first of the heavy grinding and RNG games. I don't say this lightly, the RNG in this game is ridiculous. The game itself isn't bad at all. At the time it came out, it was a breath of fresh air since the story isn't the exact same as in the anime. As always, I popped about half the trophies the first time I played it back in 2015, and after jumping back in, I understand exactly why I gave up on it. The RNG is really terrible. As always, I had to start a new game because, you know, back in the day, I didn't upload any of my saves. I swear this is becoming a catchphrase now. The first trophy to pop was the Battle in Your Sleep trophy, which all I did was complete 1 parallel quest, so the game recognized my presence, and then I just quit the game and reloaded it 7 times. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Next, I sent a random stranger a gift for the Share Your Energy With Me trophy, and after that, I gathered the 7 Dragon Balls for the Best Miracle of the World trophy. By the way, a great Dragon Ball farming method is to go to the offline parallel quest, choose mission 12, fight the random NPC at the start of the level. If one doesn't spawn, just retry the level until one does. Be sure to kill it with a super or ultimate attack, and then make sure you get a key item when the fight's over. The key item is your guaranteed Dragon Ball. If you don't get a key item, retry until you do. Once you do get the key item, be sure to complete the quest, because if you don't, you won't get the Dragon Ball in the end. Rinse and repeat until you have all 7. Trust me, out of all the Dragon Ball farming methods, this is definitely the quickest one. Anyway, after this, I jumped online to pop all the online trophies with some help from Felicia and Voluster from my Discord. Thank you, legends. For winning online 7 times in a row in Endless Battle, I popped the For the Sake of the Future trophy, as well as almost all the other online trophies at the same time. Then I watched 7 online battles to pop the Rival to My Dreams trophy. And finally, I revived 7 allies online for the Team Player trophy, which concluded all the online boosting. Now that the online was done, I needed to finish off the story, including the special chapter. I gathered the 5 shards needed, and I finished the special story quest for the Close Calls or More Exciting trophy. Now I needed to grind like crazy to unlock the rest of the trophies, and this is where the real torture began. I started by completing all the parallel quests, and in the process I popped the Chaos is Coming trophy for completing over 50% of them, the End of the Century Excitement trophy for completing 80% of them, the All Around the Universe trophy for visiting all stages, and of course the Memories Buried in Time for completing all of the parallel quests. Next I started working on gathering all the super attacks and ultimate attacks, which meant I had to repeat the parallel quest for as many times as I needed to for these moves to drop. And this is where the game really started grinding on my gears, because it's all RNG. Of course it is. Let me tell you, the RNG gods were not on my side. I can't tell you exactly how many times I had to repeat the parallel quest at this point, but it was definitely tedious. Anyway, I did this as well as the training side quest with a different character, since you also unlock super and ultimates from these. And as I did this, I popped the heroic training trophy for completing my training with Goku, the superhero training for completing my training with Gohan and Videl, the bio android training for completing the training with Cell, the fusion training for completing training with Gotenks, the android training for completing training with Android 18, the world champ training for completing training with Hercule, and the Destroyer training for completing training with Beerus. And with that, of course, the Rainbows Form in Your Eyes trophy for maxing out all the relationships with all the instructors. And even after all this, I had nowhere near the amount of super and ultimate attacks that I needed for any of the trophies. So I just had to repeat parallel quests again and again and again. I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. The RNG in this game is no joke. It took me literal days sometimes to get one single move. It's RNG on top of RNG. Sometimes requirements were met, but the special events didn't happen because of the RNG, and so the special move wouldn't drop. This game almost made me give up on my backlog entirely and just create a fresh account, just so I didn't have to do it anymore. This isn't even mentioning quests where the requirements were for NPCs to survive, or be at a certain amount of health by the end of the quest. It was annoying to say the least. They are dumb as fuck. They must want to be killed because they would put themselves in line of fire every single time. As you can probably figure out by this point, I didn't have the best time with this game, but I still persisted. And once I finally got all the super and ultimates as well as all the special requirements from the parallel quests, I went ahead and grinded for Dragon Balls to get the last 4 moves, which meant I had to gather them 4 separate times to finally pop the full super power trophy for obtaining all the ultimates and the full ultimate power for obtaining all the supers. Finally! That wasn't the end of the grind. Oh no. Next I had to unlock the last 3 characters to complete the roster, so I had to gather the Dragon Balls another 3 times to finally pop the Greatest Warriors trophy, as well as the elusive Platinum trophy. My god. I thought the grind in Digimon was bad, but this definitely tops it. The RNG is ridiculous in this game. To anybody who's platinumed this game or is in the process of trying to platinum this game, I feel your pain. Not sure exactly how many hours this platinum took me, but I was playing this game on and off for about 6 weeks, and just to give you guys a tiny bit of an idea of how bad the RNG is, I had to complete the parallel quests 448 times. There's only 55 parallel quests in the whole game. What a joke. Next we have Unravel 2. This is not a platinum game, nor do I think it will be. I only bought this game because my wife wanted to play co-op games similar to Rayman. We played it for about 3 hours in total, and she never wanted to play it again. It may have been because I was raging a little bit with her because she wasn't getting the buttons right, but you know, probably not. Anyway, I'm left here with this massively deceptive game that makes you think that the platinum's gonna be easy, but it's absolutely not. The platinum is a freaking nightmare. This is not like Rayman. This is not fun. This is an 8 out of 10 in difficulty. That's at the same level as Devil May Cry 5, which, you know, I've platinumed now. Similar to FIFA 19 on the last video, if I can't find someone to co-op the game with me, let me know down below if it's you, it will be added to the graveyard as well. The next game I platinumed was Watch Dogs, also in December. Platinum number 102. This isn't a bad game, but it's not a very good game either. It's average in my opinion. You know, standard Ubisoft. Now, I bet you know what I'm going to say next, but I'm going to say it anyway. Back when I first played the game, I popped most of the trophies, apart from a few miscellaneous ones and the online ones. But then I gave up on the game, and no, I didn't upload my save either. So yes, I had to start a new game. Similar to the Division 2, the trophies have quite a bit of a delay before they pop, even after you meet the requirements, so you know, you have a little mini panic attack before every trophy pops. Anyway, I decided to get the online trophies done as soon as possible, so I played the story up to the point where I unlocked all the player modes, and then started bashing them out with the help from the amazing Abby from my Discord. Thank you, legend. First thing I did was complete 10 races. Keep in mind this has to be done in a public session, not in a private one. After completing the 10 races, I popped the Super Highway trophy. Abby then told me 5 times, which basically meant I just stood there doing nothing. And I popped the Trace trophy. And believe it or not, this concludes the only boostable trophies in the game. All the others need to be done publicly. I first hacked 10 enemy fixers online to pop the hackification trophy. Then I observed 10 enemy fixers online like a pro stalker for the piggyback trophy. And in the process, I also popped the stealth cookie trophy for stalking and not being spotted while doing it. Seems like I am a true shinobi after all. And with all that, all the online trophies were done. Thank God. So then I went on to the miscellaneous cleanup. First thing I did was participate in 5 different city games, which are chess, slot machine, drinking game, shell game, and poker to pop the power cycle trophy. After this, it was time to create some mayhem, so I started killing random people so the police would start scanning for me, so that I could escape 15 police scans for the White Rabbit object trophy. Next up was the drinking game. That I did the drinking game in Watch Dogs. I completed 10 levels with each of the opponents for the social lubricant trophy. Let me tell you, this is the most frustrating trophy of them all. Not to mention it's absolute bullshit. Anyway, after this, I did all the different investigations the game had to offer, but to get to the specific trophies, I needed to progress a bit further in the game and unlock a few different weapons. While doing this, I killed 4 enemies with a single instance of focus to pop the Magic Smoke trophy. Except when I did it, I forgot I wasn't recording. Then I escaped the level 5 police scan for the scan proof trophy. I thought I didn't get the trophy, so I stopped recording, and then after I stopped recording, the trophy popped, so, you know, Ubisoft. And I also killed 3 enemies with 1 IED for the Black Hat Trick trophy. Once I progressed in the story as much as I needed to, I popped the Saturday Night Special trophy for completing the final mission, the Weapons Trade Investigation. I redid all the other investigations as well, and so I also popped the They Call Me the Vigilante trophy, as well as the Platinum. This was a fairly easy one to do because I did most of the trophies back in 2015 when I first played the game. Like I said before, it's not a very good game. Not a very bad game, just average. But that's just me. In total, this platinum took me about 5 days to get. The final game today is Assassin's Creed Unity. I did this one back in January. Platinum number 103. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed playing this game again. After Watch Dogs, it was a pretty significant improvement. But then, I played it for a little bit longer and, I changed my mind. Game is awful. And the loading screens were way too long. Anyway, like every game I talk about, I did most of the trophies back when I first played the game, apart from most of the online ones, some of the miscellaneous ones, and the collectibles as well. Also, as always, I had to start a new game because GuyFarruski didn't upload save files. Again. First thing I did was play through the story, making sure I did all the side objectives as well as all the open world clearing as they become available. First trophy to pop was needs more data. This was for earning data in 3 different Helix rifts. While I was playing through the story, I witnessed the brilliance that is an Ubisoft game with its technical flawlessness, absolutely magnificent realism. Anyway, the next trophy to pop was the I Want It All trophy for completing all the single player mission challenges. After the story was finished, it was time for the collectathon that Ubisoft usually gives players, the map clearing tasks. First thing I did was free 10 trapped assassins and rifts for the Thor trophy, as well as complete all the rift missions for the No Man's Land trophy. Next, I bought all the social clubs and did all their missions for an old internet meme trophy. In the midst of doing this, I started getting the co-op trophies with the legend himself, Vault Boy Steve. Thank you, brother. First of all, I strangled 10 enemies in a mission to pop the Merciful Killer trophy, and got all the rewards in a mission for the Share the Wealth trophy. Next, I revived Steve for the Never Say Die trophy, and shortly after that, it didn't take long for us to get sick of the multiplayer, so we took a break. Until the next day. I went back to the collectathon and solved all the enigmas to unlock the medieval armor for the From the Past trophy. Then when the next day came, Steve and I went back to completing all the co-op missions and heists to pop the Visited Once trophy. Thank you once again, Steve, for enduring this torture with me. And after this, of course, I went back to the collectathon. I collected all the cockads for the Tricolor trophy, and then I opened all the chests for the Curiosity trophy. Next, I unlocked all the skills for the I Got Skills trophy, and after that, I completed all the training missions for the Know It All trophy. Finally, I performed the ground execution for the And Stayed Down trophy, and dropped 20 money pouches for the I Don't Need It trophy. And of course, the platinum with it as well. This was a hell of a grind, and a buggy mess as well. I'm glad it's over. Keep in mind, I still prefer this grinding to that stupid RNG that Dragon Ball Xenoverse gave me. This game took me roughly around 2 weeks of playing it on and off to get the platinum trophy. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comments what games you guys are working on and how much you're hating your life right now. As always, all my social media and Discord links are down below in the description. I want to give a special thanks to my patrons and channel members as well for the constant love. And of course, as always, if you guys want to become a patron or channel member, all those links are also down below in the description. That was it for this one, Farruski Clan. I'll catch you guys in the next one. GuyFarruski out.